Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome yourself to the 94th episode of the Blind Counter Podcast. I am your host with the most, the Offset, aka Big Bobby today, and I'm joined here today by my co-host and executive producer himself, Mr. AKIIRA AMANE. How you doing, hey, Mr. Mane? How you been?
Yo, doing good, feel good. That was a good Monday, bro. I can't complain. Had a good weekend of matches. I felt like they actually meant something this weekend, so
Oh yeah.
uh, had some fun watching those when I could, and I didn't get on the game. I can't lie, but got a lot done and ready for Birmingham. How you doing, bro?
Chilling, man. This past weekend had a lot go down. Had to absolutely buy a new dryer to get some
No,
laundry done, so did that and was going through hell and back, but got that down pat and got the oil changed and played a lot of some duty. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a good weekend, man. Good weekend.
what up? What'd you get?
I got a GE profile fucking 77.8 cubic foot fucking dryer, dude.
That shit got a
Absolutely.
touch screen on it.
Yeah. The
Oh,
buttons are touchscreen, but it's not like a fucking LCD,
Beeble
like,
bot.
yeah,
Oh,
nothing like that. So all I know is
damn.
it fucking works, dude, and I don't have to worry about another dryer, hopefully for some time. So about $800 down the drain, but hey, it's all good in the hood. All good in the hood.
Worth it. Worth
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That's a stay at the Luxor.
Straight up.
Dead ass. But on the good news here, we've got some absolutely matches, some Call of Duty matches to go through here. So if you want, man, we can go ahead and get it into some action. What you thinking?
I'm down, bro. Let's get it.
All right, bet, let's do it. Alrighty, so let me switch on over to the desktop version here. And first up on the
Ooh.
chopping block here, ladies and gentlemen, the last qualifiers for Major 2. It is Major 2 week. So we'll go through some of these matches here of the last weekend and then get into some predictions for the Major 2 in Birmingham. But first thing up on the chopping block here was FaZe versus oh my gosh, dude, Paris Gentlemates. And this was a 3-2 victory for your boys over there at FaZe here. We played a Scar Hardpoint map 1, which went to the side of Paris Gentlemates, and then FaZe answered back on the Raid Search and Destroy map 2. Map 3 Overload Exposure also goes to FaZe in a 5-6 nail biter there, and then answering back on the fourth map, Hardpoint Den. The boys over there at Paris Gentlemates take that one, and then rounding things out on a map 5 Scar Search and Destroy 6-2 fashion, we got FaZe taking it home. Mr. Amani, what are your thoughts on this series?
Yeah, I mean, this was a good one to start off everything for the weekend. Definitely, I mean, it could have gone either way, in my opinion. Weird seeing the Major One champs 4-7, phase 6-5. I felt like both are definitely still mid pack, but shouldn't be. Shotzi said he envisioned FaZe being in the grand finals for Major 2, so maybe they know something we don't. But I mean, they did pull out the dub on them, so I just don't know what's going on. I know we hear about personal life things with gentlemates, but like, is that going to carry over, in my opinion, to how they're going to perform in Major 2, or is that going to give whomever it was, Neptune or some were saying Envoy? I think people just don't really know and shouldn't, so that's good. But regardless, is it going to be fuel to the fire or is it really going to fuck them? So, I mean, it was a coin flip for me, bro. I didn't know if you had FaZe winning, but I felt like it was like a either way, whatever type thing.
No, I mean honestly, it usually is a coin flip here recently with Paris Gentlemates because they can either do really well or fall flat against any team. So I'll be honest, Cloud9 beating them, didn't see that one coming, and then they're beating fucking other teams.
Yeah.
So it's just like what the fuck are we doing? But yeah, man, this was definitely a great watch to see, especially in the response for sure. It was a very close knit game here. Net exposure definitely could have went the side of Gentlemates there, but at the end there was insane. But we'll probably go into a live listening actually on that ending of map 3 here to kind of clutch up for overtime.
Yeah, yeah.
And you got FaZe turtle up in your spawn. What a
Because this
delicate
shit was
moment. And they
crazy.
might just be able to get the capture as well. If you're FaZe, this is a scary situation, but they get that first blood.
They get the first. Envoy, the pistol's good. Will he go for the desperation? No one there. Sends it. Oh my good God, FaZe. What a closeout in
He
sudden
hugged
death.
that right wall and just like actually pieced both. Like he had that shit. Like
Yeah. I mean, honestly, in hindsight, dude, if he doesn't challenge, just goes straight for the fucking capture, I think he would have gotten it. But you know,
Yeah.
that's just hindsight shit right there. But anyhow, but
Dang.
looking at the stat line across the board here, we got Envoy, unfortunately, the only one negative on his side of the house there with a .84, negative 16 spread. We got Ghosty at 1.05, Neptune at 1.21, a plus 18 spread, and Sib at 1.03. And then on the opposite side there, we got FaZe, Vegas, 04 dropping a .96. We got Abuza a 1.12, the only one positive there. Draza a .89, and Simp a .94. But yeah, man, this was a great series to watch, and FaZe definitely coming out victorious here, trying to secure a better bracket spot for them going into Birmingham. But yeah, definitely a great watch here. Any closing thoughts before we want to move on?
He's down for the tourney. Got the old
Absolutely.
shirt on when the branding was good. Fuck.
Yeah, this purple or this pink FaZe teammate just man, it just doesn't hit the same. Does not hit the
Just
same.
give me the pink colorway. I'll do it right. Y'all fuck with it.
Well, all right. Well, then getting into the second Friday night match, we had Cloud9 versus the Carolina Royal Ravens, and this was a 3-1 victory going to the side of Carolina. Blackheart map 1 was our first map that went to the Carolina Royal Ravens, and Cloud9 answering back on the map 2, Search and Destroy on Exposure in round 11. And then on the map 3 Overload Exposure, Carolina win that 5-2. And then on the map 4 Hardpoint Scar, 187 to 250. Carolina come out victorious here. You got any comments on this this series here, Mr. Amane?
Uh, no, this was like a burger bowl in my opinion. I mean, I know Carolina's been looking good online, but I don't think they're gonna pull it out for going overseas, being on land, that pressure. We saw what happened. Lurks is absolutely uh, a shooter, and he needs to be on a different team. But he also needs to show he can perform on land before that could happen. But I feel like he needs to go elsewhere. But otherwise, I mean, Cloud9 and what Boston aren't going.
Correct.
Those are the bottom two. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is kind of like just whatever match in my opinion. But I mean, it's some Call of Duty to watch. It was a little something.
Yeah, definitely something. But you know, obviously the Carolina onliners here coming out
Yeah.
victorious. Everyone on the side of Carolina is super positive. We got Craze at 1.16, Exceed a 1.13, Lurks a 1.47 with a plus 34 spread, and Nero 1.05. And then on the opposite side there, everyone is negative on Cloud9 except for Nedra. He's dropping a 1.06. We got Ocus a 0.62, ladies and gentlemen, negative 36 spread. Hyde a
Damn.
0.79, and Encourage a 0.90. Yeah, my comments on Cloud9. I mean, they're only an S&D team, in my
Yeah.
opinion, dude. They're just not doing anything in these respawns here. It's definitely getting close. I mean, obviously with reps, you get a little bit better as time goes on. But as far as like right now, they're not looking so hot. They can dirty Neslo if they do take one map off of a respawn, whether that's overload or maybe a hard point. But other than that, man, I mean, I'd put my money on Cloud9 and Search and Destroys. They do go round 11 a lot, and they do clutch up, but no, that's pretty much their only somewhat guarantee of a map in a series is going to be the Search and Destroy, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
yeah, to go on Lurks there, he's definitely been shooting and doing some incredible things too, especially someone who is a rookie. I think he might be my rookie of the year pick moving forward. I know Mamba at the beginning of the season was, but now I think it's looking like Lurks. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with that actually. For right now, yeah, hell yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, it's going to end things out on that series here. Then getting into the last Friday night matches, we had the Vancouver Surge versus the G2 Minnesota, and this was a hot 3-0 victory for G2 Minnesota. They played a hardpoint map 1 on Blackheart, and this was a 250 to 70 scoreline there. And then the map 2 Search and Destroy on Exposure 6-3, and then that map 3 Overload Den 7-3 as well. Mr. Money, what are your thoughts on this series?
Feel like yeah, Surge just they gotta do something, bro. Like blow it up for real. They were calling Gwen like Osama Gwen Laden. Like that shit is hilarious, dude. Like calling him a terrorist, like just because he's able to stay in the league for so long, like he must have like some blackmail and shit like Snoop or whatever. But like I mean, to give it to G2, I mean, when they're playing up, like they're a really good team. I feel like they're a dark horse team with Falcons to do some damage at the tournament, personally. But yeah, I expected a 3-0. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, dude. I'm a big Bush fan over there in Challenger, so
Uh,
definitely wanted to see TJ and
okay.
Capsidal do something,
Gotcha.
impactful this split here. But
Yeah.
I mean, dude, this Vancouver Surge team, man, I don't know what they got going on over there at corporate. I know that they're just their management is just piss poor. They don't have a good coach, whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, just seeing how it's just like a rank play team coming in and just playing just fucking shits and giggles. I don't think it's really taking it serious. I mean, I don't know, dude. But just looking at the stat line across the board here, everyone on the side of Vancouver is fucking negative, dude. We got Capsule dropping a .62, Gwen a 6.3, Lunars a .89, TJ a .64, and everyone on the side of G2 has been absolutely slamming, dude, putting sack on face, dude. We got Estriel a 1.58, Crimp a 1.33, Mamba a 1.56, and Skies a 1.33 as well. Definitely just a masterclass out of G2 here. And G2 definitely, bouncing off what you were saying, dude, a dark horse team, a sleeper agent, whatever you want to call them. Definitely a top five, top six contender for sure. Maybe even top three on land. We'll see what they show up and do in Birmingham. But I mean, yeah, this was just an absolute masterclass out of G2, not putting any gas on Vancouver Surge there, and they're just getting fucking shit on for sure.
Stat padding the fuck out of them, dude.
Yeah, dude, for sure, dude. Well, that's going to be it for the Friday night matches here, and then rolling on over into the Saturday night matches here. We had four that went down. And first up was the Carolina Royal Ravens versus Miami Heretics, and this was our first upset of the weekend here. We had Carolina Royal Ravens taking down the Miami Heretics in a map 5, 3-2 fashion here. Carolina come out hot on the hardpoint map 1, exposure 250 to 199, as well as the map 2, search and destroy on Colossus 6-4 there, and then Miami answering back on the overload Scar map 3, 7-1, as well as map 4, hardpoint Blackheart 250 to 246, an absolute nail biter there, and then on that map 5 raid search and destroy, Carolina Royal Ravens coming out victorious for this series here. What are your thoughts on this series, Mr. AMANE?
I mean, onliners, bro. I really thought Miami was gonna do work. I feel like on land they would for this matchup for sure. But yeah, Trake's having a little whatever medals. Like when he's not on, I feel like that's kind of their win con in a way. And then boom, double time with Trakes, so it's kind of tough.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Lurks, shooting. But I feel like he was doing a little more even than what we see on the board. But yeah, I definitely like a game 5. It was pretty close, minus the overload, in my opinion, for the whole series.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, just looking at the stat line across the board here, we got the Miami Heretics coming out flat here, but we got medals dropping a 0.79. We got Rencor a 1.21, Super a 1.14, and Trakes a 0.88. And then Carolina, we got Craze got a 9.7. Exceed drops a 0.89, Lurks a 1.08, and Nero a 1.06. So, yeah, I definitely thought Miami was going to win this one here. They've been looking really well in this split, so definitely did not see this coming. But obviously, we got Carolina Onliners coming in and showing up and showing out, so they're 6-5 for the split. And then Miami coming out at 7-4. So regardless, definitely a great series to watch here. I know that Blackheart map 4 was definitely very close. So I don't know, man. Could have been a 3-1, but definitely moved it to the map 5 there. But definitely an upset in my opinion here.
I'll take a black heart though. This shit's fun. It's like Bocage or yeah, from back in
Yeah,
the day.
absolutely. Well, all
Some
right.
good ass plays that
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to be it for that series here. Then getting into the second series, we had FaZe versus Cloud9, and this was, ladies and gentlemen, an absolute 3-0 DoorDash challenge here for FaZe Vegas. They played a map 1 hardpoint Blackheart 250 to 219. Search and destroy on raid 6-5 and around 11 there, and then an overload den 7-1. You got any thoughts on this series here, Mr. AMANE?
Bro, honestly, we can let this one go. This was a free dub.
Yeah. I mean, just looking at phase, we got 04 dropping a 0.92, Abuza 1.09, Draza dropping a 1.40, plus 17 spread, and Simp a 1.37. Encourage the only one positive on Cloud9 with a 1.11, Hyde dropping a 0.97, Nezra a 0.80, and Ocus a 0.69. Again, Search and Destroy team goes around 11. Did not clutch up in the round 11 there, and we're not able to take a map off of Vegas in this series here. They did come out a little closer than what I would have thought there on Blackheart, at 219 to 250. So obviously two rotations lost there, and could have been a up 2-0 there, but that den definitely was not competitive at all. 7-1.
Is Phase's search compromised, bro? Like they're going round 11 with Cloud9.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's hard to
I know
tell.
they're good because I know they're search kids. I mean, they can get anybody, but like, I mean, the KDs are great. Like, they look good, but I feel like that's gonna be an issue for FaZe at LAN is gonna be their search, and that's weird as fuck to say
Yeah, I don't
for
know.
Simpson. I mean, Draws is,
I mean, we saw what they did
Dash is
at
not
Major.
out there. Okay,
Yeah.
Dash out there, you get gunnied. What?
I mean, you know what FaZe did at the damn Major last Major 1? They absolutely fumbled against Neptune. So
Oh yeah, you see, like
you never know, man. You never
let a
know.
miracle happen against them, bro.
Mm-hmm. So, well, that's going to be a great 3-0 victory there, solidifying Cloud9 as a L. And then moving on into the third match of the Saturday night. This was our second upset, in my opinion. Here we had the Riyadh Falcons versus the OpTic Texans. And this was a 3-1 victory going to the side of Riyadh Falcons here, taking down OpTic in their undefeated series here. Looks like played a map 1 hardpoint den, 250 to 207 going to the side of OpTic, and then Riyadh answer back, search and destroy on exposure 6-4, the map 3 overload exposure as well, 4-2 there, and then a hardpoint exposure 250 to 189. So a den and triple expo. Mr. AMANE, what are your thoughts on this series here?
Tactical loss for OpTic Texas. They get a little easier bracket going in, you feel me? We'll look at that a little later. Help the boy Pred out. Shotzi hooked him up with a little better, some points and shit. No, I really thought that, that den looked pretty convincing. I know it's 207, kind of one rotation away from being, a headache, but yeah, just the search was weird. I feel like just some weird shit was going on. I really thought the overload was going to go to OpTic because they've been looking really good, and then especially against like Falcons. But yeah, bro, I mean they got them. I feel like the good thing is they'll learn some shit from it when it comes LAN time. You don't want to just go all, not lose a fucking thing and not learn anything at the same time while everyone's taking notes off your shit. So it's like to maintain that 5% difference is tough once you get to the event. But yeah, it was a good one to watch. But yeah, they come back after that on that Sunday.
Absolutely. So yeah, just a little comment there on the tactical loss. I do know that they were testing out their maps, their weakest maps, and obviously there is a stigma as well, as if you go undefeated in the qualifiers, then there's a huge percent chance that you're not going to win that major, just from like a voodoo standpoint there. So obviously they wanted to try to, obviously win, but not go undefeated, maybe, possibly, who knows there. But anyhow, looking at the stat line across the board here, we got Celium dropping a 1.11, Exnit a 1.03, Kismet the only one negative there, a 0.89, and Pred dropping a 1.26 plus 20 spread. And then everyone on the side of OpTic is negative except for the boy Perk 30 there. He drops a 1.13, Shotzi a 0.89, Hook a 0.88, and Dashy a 0.878 as well. But yeah, man, I mean, honestly, Riyadh's looking really good. This split here, Xned's been exponentially better since the beginning of his time in Black Ops 6 to now, so definitely want to give his flowers to him. He's been looking really well, and I think just this team meshing together. I know Pred and Xned definitely are a great duo, and then Kismet and Celium being the fill-ins there. Obviously you got Celium posted up somewhere, absolutely being a nuisance to your side, and then Kismet just filling in that gap too. So, yeah, man, definitely a great win for Riyadh. A tactical loss for OpTic. So, yeah, man, definitely a great series. But yeah, it's gonna be it for this series here. Absolutely.
Boo.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Well, all right, then getting into the last match of Saturday night, we had LA Thieves versus the G2 Minnesota, and this was a hot 3-0 victory here for LA Thieves. They played a hard point on Colossus, 250 to 147, and then back on another Colossus Search and Destroy map 2, 6-2 fashion there, and then the map 3 was an Overload Den, 4-2 on that. Taking it home, LA Thieves 3-0 or 3-0 against the G2 Minnesota here. Mr. AMANE, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I at least thought G2 would get a map, but I thought LET would take this one. I mean, they kind of about to ask these boys. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
mean, after they were stat pad and they're like, "Oh shit, yeah, we're fucking feeling our shit." Now yeah, look what happened. Like,
Yeah, I'm actually
that's good.
surprised they played a Colossus, man, because I know Crimp Loss has been going crazy on there, so I'm glad that they're
Watch out
starting
is
to
that,
mesh,
boy.
man. Yeah, absolutely. So just looking at the stat line across the board, we got Hydra dropping a .98, Neon 1 negative. We got Neom a 1.1, Scrap a 1.28, Abizi a 1.31, and then everyone on the side of G2's negative. We got Estriel dropping a .71, Crimp a .90, Mamba a .85, and Skies a .94. Yeah, man, definitely. I would have thought G2 would have came out a little bit hotter, taking at least one map, maybe two off of LA Thieves here, but looks like LA Thieves were coming out guns a-blazing, and we're not trying to lose, and we're giving it all here. But yeah, man, definitely just belt to ass, Colossus Den. So I'm glad that they were able to come out victorious on this pretty well.
It's gonna be good for their confidence going into the whole shit. I wonder what teams are gonna get jet lagged to the like just chalked, bro. I swear it's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, that the TSA shit's going crazy right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, and then stack that on the delays and shit.
We'll see. Well, all right. Then getting
Sheesh.
into the Sunday night matches here, we had four that went down, and we had the first one go up, which was the Vancouver Surge versus the Riyadh Falcons. And somehow, some way, ladies and gentlemen, Vancouver Surge come out victorious in a 3-2 victory here. Map 1 Scar, Hardpoint, 250 to 237 there going to the side of Vancouver, as well as the map 2 Search and Destroy on Raid, 6-4 as well going to Vancouver. So they're up 2-0 in the series. And then Riyadh answering back on the map 3 Overload Scar in a 6-3 fashion, as well as the map 4 Hardpoint Exposure, 250 to 83, ladies and gentlemen. Holy fuck, they got banana slammed. And then rounding things out on the map 5 Colossus, 6-2. The Vancouver Surge take the dub here. Mr. AMANE, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, I'm surprised they had the mental fortitude after that map 4 to actually all right, we know our search, like let's fucking try to do something, and they did. But Capsule made up for his shit a little bit because he was not performing well, but he has some really good dammy and only one positive. But I thought it was gonna go to the Falcons, bro. What?
Dude, this ad on the left side, bro, really just got me fucked up, bro.
Oh shit! I didn't even see that.
I just looked over and I was like, what the fuck? I
What
got
kind of
ad blocker on and that's the only one that makes it through, dude. What the fuck?
what kind of cookies you got stored on your browser,
I
bro?
don't know, dude. Anyhow, sorry, I was just checking for that, dude. But dude, anyhow, looking at the side of the
Special
Vancouver
match.
Surge here, we got Capsule, the only one positive with a 1.04, Gwen a .91, Lunar's a .83, and TJ 0.71. Dude, I don't know what's going on with TJ, bro, but like I swear, dude, he's been not performing the way that he was on Bush. But he needs to do
Yeah,
something,
no.
man. He's got like 9k damage in 5 maps. Definitely the lowest in the lobby here. I don't know if he was just lagging or what, but that crumble cookie was not hitting.
If they got a replacement for Gwen, get a crumble cookie cheat day, but hit the gym every other day, this man would be back in prime form. He's breathing too heavy. He's a little slow on the mental, bro. Like he just needs to switch his Herman Millers, uh, get his ass in the gym. Two days, 2 days. and crumble cookie on Fridays as a reward. Get your ass in the game, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they still come out victorious somehow. And then looking at the side of Riyadh Falcons, everyone's positive. We got Celium dropping a 1.27, Exnet at 1.15, Kismet at 1.09, and Pred 1.07. What were you saying? Sorry.
I was gonna can we watch the last round? Well, for the raid, I want to see them close out the raid.
All right, let's see it.
5 in a
Rounds in a
row.
row. Vancouver's the one on map point. Caps holding for now at Zig. Mid-map has been electively given away by Vancouver. Riyadh will happily take it. But the bomb's on a late rotate. And you know for a fact you got to keep your eyes not just on this laundry play, but you need to keep your eyes on mid pillars too. And Caps will get first blood on this hit and run the back.
That's fantastic. And TJ already knows there's more players behind here, so we don't even have to commit on the bomb plant. Let's use our gunny to bully our way out of this situation. Pred on the pinch is able to find one, but you have the numbers. You capitalize on the moment. 1v3.
Where's that
So
TJ
Pred,
all
who
the fucking time,
was one
bro?
away from the ace in round 1,
Right.
now would have to 1v3. Nice shots on the first. Has space to get away. Down to the 1v2. Reset is fully in play. Cap's gonna watch the initial point of contact. TJ just throwing shoulders at the staircase. Rounds in a row, Vancouver.
Okay.
Shit on.
Definitely a great win for Vancouver. Honestly, did not expect this this dub here, especially after Riyadh take down OpTic in the series before. So you know, definitely an interesting one. I mean, dude. I mean, look at even this map 4 exposure. 83 100-point clubs, dude. I mean, they do what the hell?
Feeling themselves, bro.
Yeah, I know the map 1 Scar Hardpoint was pretty close. But everything else, man, definitely very interesting. So they just got to work on their search and destroy is what it looks like. But yeah, fucking Vancouver Surge coming out victorious against the fucking Riyadh Falcons here in this series. But that's gonna be it for this series here. And then getting into the next series here, we had the Paris Gentlemates versus the LA Thieves, and this went to a map 5 3-2 victory here for the side of LA Thieves. LA Thieves come out hot on the Hardpoint Den map 1, 107 to 250 there. And then LA Thieves take home map 2 as well on the Search and Destroy on Colossus 6-4 fashion. Paris Gentlemates answer back on the map 3 Overload Exposure 5-3, as well as the map 4 Hardpoint Colossus 250 to 176. And then rounding things out on the map 5 Raid Search and Destroy here 6-2 fashion. LA Thieves take it home. Mr. AMANE, what are your thoughts?
Good ass fucking games right here. Yeah, Sid was shooting. I feel like I don't know about a coin flip. I did think LA would take this one, and they did, but maybe in like a 3-1 fashion. But yeah, Paris came out. I feel like it's a roller coaster, bro. But they're on the up and up. I think. I feel like they'll bring it together for the major too.
Yeah, I mean, land's obviously a different story, so people come correct there. So I definitely see Paris Gentlemates, you know, making some noise on land, as well as LA Thieves with the addition of Neum. So we'll see if he's able to transfer his talent on land as well in front of a crowd like that. But I mean, just looking at the stat line across the board here, we got Envoy dropping a 0.93, Ghosty a 0.85, Neptune a 1.17, and Sib a 1.12. And then jumping on over to the LA Thieves, we got Hydra dropping a 1.07, Neum a 1.0, Scrap a 0.9, and Abizi a 0.98 there. So definitely a great win and a great watch as well. I know Paris Gentlemates definitely keep things interesting, to say the least, against these top teams, or the ones that you would think would do well. But yeah, man, definitely just a great win overall for LA Thieves here. What's going to round things out on this series here, and then getting into the third series here, we get Boston Breach versus the Miami Heretics, and this was a hot 3-0 victory here for the Miami Heretics. They played a Hardpoint Den map 1, 250 to 157, Search and Destroy on Exposure 6-4, as well as an Overload Exposure 6-2 there. What are your thoughts on this series here?
Stat padding, they were laughing at him. They knew they didn't have a chance, Boston, so why even try, bro?
Yeah, no dead ass, dude. I mean, I honestly thought with the addition of Spart on Boston Breach. Obviously, it was a little too late in the split for this major here. That damage control that was just too big of a hole for them to dig themselves out of. But I mean, just looking at the stat line across the board for Boston Breach, we got Nasty, the one positive with a 1.13, Purge dropping a 0.78, Snoopy a 0.75, and Spart a 0.90. And then on the opposite side here, we got Miami. Everyone's positive. Metals dropping a 1.04, Rencore a 1.20, Super a 1.34, and Trakes a 1.04. Honestly, a match that really didn't matter here, but just for 10 CDL points at this point. But I mean, Boston Breach at this point was already eliminated, going 3-8 for the split, and Miami coming out victorious, obviously bringing a 7-4 victory for them. But yeah, man, just an absolute 3-0 victory. Nothing too crazy to report here, in my opinion. But yeah, it's gonna be it for this series here.
Bye bye, Boston.
Bye bye, Boston. All right, and then getting into the last series of the weekend here and the split, we got OpTic Texas versus Toronto Koi, ladies and gentlemen. This was a hot 3-0 victory for the boys over there in green. They played a hard. They faced
them boys.
them on a den hard point and came out victorious, 250 to 216 on the map 1, and then on the map 2, Search and Destroy Raid was a 6-3 fashion there, and then an Overload Scar map 3. 5-4 there, keeping it interesting, but did come out victorious. What are your thoughts on this series here, Mr. AMANE?
Bro, I did think Koi was. I mean, they're still good, and I thought they might take a map. But yeah, no, OpTic was like the overload's misleading. They were super ahead the whole time, and then right at the end, Koi started coming back. So fuck all that. But overall, like they were sunning them for some of like the rotations, just crazy setups. Search, they were looking crazy. I want to see the last one where Shotzi. Did they have a clip of Shotzi taking kips for motherfucking ransom on the raid? He was like in courtyard or basketball court. Nah, maybe not. Oh, maybe yeah. That's it. Disrespect.
That immediacy of just having it all
Ultra
down.
mega route.
Nobody home there though, as he's shooting Ghost in the pool. I'll be fade away information there from Hercules, old hit and run. That's a drive-by if ever I've seen one. Tons of intel gain, and Kips is completely surrounded here. Grab it. Shotzi, listen. Now you're the voice over his shoulder. No. What's he doing? Where's he going to do it? Where's he going to take him? This is exactly how you close out a round. Last man in sight. And that is a tough way to go. OpTic Texas.
Interesting stuff there. Yeah, man. Yeah, Toronto Koi facing up against a 10-1 team now for OpTic coming into the major here. So definitely a great series for OpTic Texas here to round things out going into the major here. We got Dash dropping a 1.39, Luca 1.06, Mercury's a 1.25, and Shotzi a 1.25. And then on the opposite side there, we got CleanX dropping a 0.78, Insight a 0.67. Joe Deceives a 0.93 and Kips a 0.84. Dude, I'll be honest, man. I know Insight's a good player, but I mean, here this year, last year, has not been looking so hot, dude. So I don't know what's going on. Very, very concerning here for Jamie Insight. So I don't know if they need to make a roster change coming out. We'll see, obviously see what they do on LAN. I know Kips joining the likes of Toronto Koi helps them, but we'll see, man. I don't know.
What if, I mean, I think he's going to be good next year for the slower pace game that they're predicting everything is going to be like. I feel like those are his strengths. Like, there's too many people jumping around on this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you never know, man.
He looking like
I don't know, man.
way better shot.
We'll see. But that's going to be it for this series here. OpTic Texas being dominant as well, 10-1, ladies and gentlemen, 10-1. So going into the bracket here for Birmingham, this is your Major 2 bracket. We got OpTic Texas, G2 Falcons, Los Angeles Thieves, FaZe, and Miami. in the winners bracket, and then in the play-in we got Toronto and Surge, as well as Royal Ravens and Gentlemates. So definitely going to be an interesting bracket to say the least here. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this?
Definitely weird seeing Gentlemates in the play-in. Even Koi, to be honest. But I feel like we don't have to go through the whole bracket. But I was gonna ask, like, who do you think is your top three after this whole thing?
Top three: OpTic, Falcons, and I say Miami, or G2.
I was about to say, I was like, isn't that crazy? Because we're not even saying Thieves or FaZe.
I mean,
Like,
Thieves does make an argument there. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna
but
be
like,
tough to see on
about it.
LAN.
Yeah, like it's got to happen on land. I feel like it's either, I mean, interchangeable, really. Thieves or FaZe, or Heretics in third. But yeah, Falcons and OpTic. I'd like to see Falcons do well, but not win for sure. OpTic got to get that chip.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, they're looking really good here. So I mean, only time will tell here. But uh,
Favorites.
yeah, I don't know, man. I wish I knew. I wish I had something. Can
Click that first comment. Let's see if we agree with their bracket. How about yeah?
FaZe and OpTic? The
And then
fuck?
FaZe man, they're tripping, bro.
What is this, dude? Hell no.
But who is this? Yeah. FaZe of all teams are not making finals last.
I don't know, dude. What the fuck? I don't know if I
Yeah,
agree with this
man,
at all. Anyhow. Well, anyhow, going into the Friday night matches for DreamHack Major 2, kicking it off, we got two streams. We got Alpha and Bravo going down. On the Alpha stream, we got Royal Ravens versus Gentlemates, as well as Thieves versus FaZe, and OpTic versus the Toronto and Vancouver team. And then jumping on over to Bravo, we got Toronto Koi versus the Vancouver Surge. Then we got Miami Heretics versus the winner of Carolina and Paris. And then at the end of there, we got G2 versus Falcons here. So I'm going to go ahead and see what we got here for Royal Ravens versus Gentlemates. I'm definitely saying Gentlemates wins that one.
yeah,
Thieves versus FaZe. This will be a coin
bro.
flip in my opinion, for
These are
sure.
bangers.
Yeah. I want to see LA Thieves take out FaZe in this round one,
Fuck
and
FaZe. I'm wearing the shirt, but they
and
need to
then
make some changes, bro.
yeah, and then going into the Toronto versus Vancouver, I would say, I'd say Toronto wins that, and then OpTic versus Toronto. Obviously, OpTic wins that.
Yeah.
So obviously in the Bravo side of the house, Toronto Koi winning this one. Heretics versus Paris Gentlemates. That's gonna be a good one to watch on LAN.
Alright.
I'd say that's gonna be a coin flip in my opinion, but and I know Paris looking pretty good on LAN from Major 1, so if they're able to bring that component back on LAN, they'll be competitive. But I know Miami's been looking really good as well. That's in my opinion a coin flip, but I really couldn't call that. I couldn't call that right now. And then going into what are we saying?
Heretics. I'm calling it.
Heretics, I got you.
They
Yeah.
win.
Okay. And then G2 versus Falcons. This will be another coin flip in my opinion. I'm gonna say Riyadh Falcons take this one home. But I know G2 definitely shows up different on LAN as well. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going with Xnit and the boys. I feel like Crimpy and them, they do well, but Sky's from that plane, he's gonna be chalked, bro. He's gonna need some barbecue, some chicken. They're not gonna have it. Well, they got Nando's. He might actually come in crazy with Nando's.
They got beans on toast, man. They're good over there.
Yeah, they eat like it's World War II still. I would go Falcons for sure.
Absolutely. Well, all right. Well, it's going to be the Friday night matches, man. It's going to be a lot of Call of Duty to watch on Friday. So definitely
I'm
going
not
to
doing
be.
shit that day, bro. I'm remote. I'm not going to the gym. I'm I'm loading up ahead of the week to watch this shit. Alpha and Bravo. I'm about to have all 3 screens. Fucking,
You got 8 series to watch, man. You'll be
I'm gonna
locked in, man. You're locked in. Well,
play
good.
marathon and my fucking everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, all right, that's going to be it for that there. And then switching on over into some other news here, we got ranked, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are interested in playing some ranked play here, this will be the last week that you can play it. So, obviously, the current SR will be frozen on March 25th at 9 p.m. Pacific time here, preserving your final Season 2 rank and SR. The following day, top 250 rewards will be processed, and brand new rank play experience will be run for the final week of Season 2. What that looks like here, all competitors will automatically be enrolled into a competitive ladder. Gold through iridescence. Ladders will each consist of 50 players, featuring only players who finish Season 2 with specific ranks, so gold, only golds, only platinums, etc. there. And then from there, all players will race to a number 1 spot to earn unique rewards, including a ladder placement match emblem, weapon camo, and more exclusives there. So how to climb the ladder. In Rank Play Series, players will earn 31 ladder points for every win and lose 31 ladder points for every loss.
The green one's kind of sick. I can't lie. That green one looks crazy.
That plat, okay, it's plat. You got diamond, crim, iridescent, top 250, and it's the number 1 there.
Yo, tell Jack to hop on my fucking shit, bro.
Wait, hold on. So this is all you get? Okay, so for
What?
you just get an emblem if you place top 1. You
Like
get a top 5 emblem and an animated weapon camo for top 5. For top 10, you get an emblem. Top 25, you get a weapon camo and top 25. For top 50, you get a rank series emblem, and then the challenger track for all ranks, you get a rank series vinyl and a charm. Sick. But
What's your
here's
thoughts on that? Yeah, you see that?
here's where the kicker is, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So, the ranked series will run from March 26th to the 31st. Once the ranked series concludes, rank play will be brought offline until Season 3 begins. That'll be a 2-week period of nothing to play until Season 3 launches. That is some baby back bullshit, bro. Why are we turning off rank play for 2
In
weeks?
the middle of the game. In the middle of this shit, bro. I feel like people are just gonna play the blackout mode or like not,
I won't be
hop
playing
on.
COD, dude. I'll be honest, dude. If I do
No,
play, it'll probably be like CMGs if I feel like it.
bro.
Rank play is the only thing that keeps me playing Call of Duty. So if we're turning this shit off, dude, they already fucked up rank this year, bro, with the 4 stacks not in crim and shit like that. Honestly, it needs to be an iridescent in top 250 lobbies only, because the
Yep.
4 stack in crim isn't that fucking important, dude. Crim is not that crazy. So lock in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then with the addition of taking 2 weeks off and turning it off, dude, like what are we? Like, what the fuck? Who was over here running rank play this year, bro? It's been absolutely shit this year. So I hope
Yeah.
they revert a lot of these changes going into Season 3. What are your thoughts, man?
It's definitely not the same, bro. I was gonna say just when those 2 weeks are going, let's play some marathon, bro.
I'm down, dude. I am fucking down.
Like,
I'll
cause the more
be.
you, obviously, I was telling you, the better it gets. But like, we don't even got to be that serious. These motherfuckers grinding this game. Like, I'm not trying to do that, but to actually get out with some good shit, I feel like it'll be a good little break while this is shut down. I don't understand a lick. Just go back to regular. Just turn the ladder off. You win whatever you win, and wait for Season 3. Like, what? Why are you shutting it down?
I have no idea, dude. This shit's so stupid in my opinion. I don't know why we're turning
Play
off
Warzone
ranked,
so
man.
fucking bad, bro. Like, they're trying so hard.
Yeah, I mean, even Black. I mean, I really don't get much dopamine from Blackout either. I mean, it's something fun to play, after the day's ended and whatnot. But as far as like something to grind, it's not something that I find myself, fiending to get on the toy and just play Blackout 2.0. Usually it's just ranked play or or rank play. That's
Yeah.
it. It's just rank play or rank play.
What's hap-
I
what's
don't know,
hap-
dude. I don't know. This year's just been fucking dopeless, in my opinion.
I
But
take MW2 ranked was the last time I had fun.
absolutely. But anyhow, well, that's going to be it for this episode here. A pretty fast one, but nothing too crazy to report. Obviously, we've got the ending of qualifiers going into Major 2, so I'll be excited to see who wins Major 2. I'd say if it's not OpTic, I'd say it's probably Falcons, in my opinion. What are your thoughts?
That would be crazy. I wonder how many people from over in like Saudi are gonna fly over to that because it's in the same hemisphere type thing. So I bet there's gonna be a good little fan base out there, along with gentle mates and everything. I don't know, man. I feel like if it's not OpTic, they got like a 75-80% chance of winning without no bullshit happening on the map. But if they don't, I could see Falcons or LAT going crazy for the land.
Yeah, I can see that too. I can see that too.
That'd
Well,
be
all
cool.
right. Well, that's going to be it for this episode here. We really appreciate you guys listening, watching, wherever you guys are. Mr. Amane, thank you very, very much on everything that you do on and off the screen, man. You're an absolute goat and could not do this without you, my guy. Seriously.
Hey, co-host with the most. Can't do it without you either, bro.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. It's a duo tonight.
Yeah.
But absolutely, man. Well, that's going to be it for this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys on next Monday or Wednesday, wherever you guys are watching on the BCP. Peace.
Peace.